Okay, Sunday, 26th of January 2025. So Adrian's daily vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. Study Sunday. Be more. The benefits of active learning over passive learning. Now, the core principle here to understand is that the more active the learning method is, the more you remember, the more you learn, the more you retain. There's this concept called the cone of learning, and it talks about that the more active the method is, the more active, the more you remember. So further down here, you remember 90%, whereas passive ones, inactive, you remember less. Now you could then say, well, as a principle then also, we want to keep learning. Always be learning. I'm quite confident I did some videos about this in the past, but always be learning, always be advancing in life. Very important. But recognize that there's that old adage, you learn by doing. Very true. Very, very true. Now that's important. Always be learning and active. You remember more of it. So it's more, you could say it's more efficient. However, we can go one step further. And we realize that is efficient in the sense of you retain a lot, but it's inefficient in a sense of to do it, you've got to move atoms. You've got to be physically there. To swim, for example, you've got to physically go to a swimming pool and go jumping in the water. Fair enough. Whereas these other methods, these low retention methods, and they're much more passive ones, they are much more scalable because it's electronic. It's a podcast, it's a video, it's a picture, it's a book. It's a PDF. So you might say you retain and remember less, but it's easy because it's all electron. You just move things around, click and drag, watch video, times 2 speed. Wow. You sit at home and watching videos, hundreds of videos about something. Pick a subject at times 2 speed or 1.5 speed, and you just retain a little, but from many, many things. But you don't have to push any atoms, don't have to go anywhere. You're at home. Okay, so swings and roundabouts. So pros and cons to on both sides. But there's a lot of truth to that adage, as I said. You learn by doing. So I helped a lot of clients with certain stuff that, subject from the video. And by doing that many, 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 many times, I became quite efficient at it. Both the methodology and the subject itself. So very, very lean, very efficient, very fast. I was able to condense things that would have taken me, let's say a minute. I could explain it through practice and thinking and ingenuity in seconds. Because I'd done it so many times, I understood it so intimately, I was able to condense all this information in a short space of time and simplify it in a very, very beautiful, elegant way. Powerful. That's only because of repeated exposure and doing it again and again and again. And that's powerful. Again, high retention. But I have to arrange things and move things and meet space and online and whatever else, logistics and life. So, swings and roundabouts. That's powerful. But it's worth understanding that the more active the learning method, the more we remember. This is why you could also argue that we remember a lot of experiences. We remember things as we did them. We remember the impact. We remember how it made us feel, how we think, observations and what we did and what we saw, even pictures and videos. For example, I've done loads of videos on here when I was in Ireland, just under a year ago, in unique places, unique parts of the world, which is really, really cool. And that's an important thing to understand. The more active the learning, the more we retain. The more we retain, the more we learn. The more we learn, the more we grow. The more we grow, the more we can achieve, create, do, build, you name it. Waste less time. That's something I've started to really appreciate lately as well, time. But that's a subject for a complete different video. And that's only through learning and exposing myself to new ideas and thinking and planning and pondering and imagining. I.e. learning, taking in as much data as possible, dragnet, and then filtering out the high and low quality information and ideas and concepts. Powerful stuff. But yes, it's very important. Understand the benefits of active learning and understand the concept of the cone of learning. The more active the method of learning is, the more you remember. Very important. But otherwise, Adrian's daily vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. Subscribe for more, and you will see me tomorrow.